Hello, friends. Hour number 2 starts right now with the Matt Murphy Radio Show, this Friday edition. Glad to have you with us on this February the 20th. Thank you for being around, whether you're listening on 99.7 FM from Alabama to Kentucky and all points in between. Perhaps you're on Spotify, TuneIn, or iHeart. Maybe you've downloaded our own app at SuperTalk 99.7 WTN from your app store and carry us wherever you go on your mobile device. We thank you for that. Or maybe, just maybe, you're watching on Talk TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Rumble. We've had a few technical issues. These are larger technical issues than I necessarily understand. I don't pretend to understand them, but I am told that we are working to resolve them. We have a short-term fix in place, and we are working on a long-term fix. So I thank you for your patience. I understand that there's a little lag and whatnot going on. We appreciate you. Over on the YouTube chat, things are getting heated and loud and boisterous. As usual, the YouTube chat is a crazy place. It's not for the faint of heart. Go over there at your own peril on SuperTalk TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Rumble. Like and subscribe us when you're over there. How much is that costing nowadays there, Ken?
Absolutely nothing, boys. Yes.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You heard the man. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Just give us the old thumbs up. Go. And by the way, Ken, the free advice that I'm getting as to what to do with my my tire.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty fast. Most people are telling me just to burn it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea, Ken. I don't think that's a good idea.
Bad for the canopy.
That'd be the funniest thing you've ever said. Rough on the canopy, yeah?
Yep. Don't want to hurt that canopy, I'm told.
That's my understanding.
I heard she can give you 650,000 reasons why you shouldn't touch that canopy.
Have you heard WSMV is we got into this story in the 6 o'clock hour. This lady, apparently her total compensation package is $654,000.
Yeah.
And she can't even utter the words "I'm sorry." Make you want to throw up. Now, many people are saying don't burn it. Now, these are actual suggestions I'm getting from the Super Talk text line.
It might be illegal to do that down there in Murray County.
I imagine it is. I'm not burning it. Y'all don't worry. But I'm getting the suggestion that just put it in a garbage bag and put it in your trash can. Okay.
I saw one that said, give it to Ken.
Okay. And yes, a lot of people are saying you're going to a convenience center. You're not at the actual dump. I don't know. I looked up Mount Pleasant garbage dump, and that's where it took me. So, no, Dave writes in. It says, put the old tires in a heavy garbage bag. Most of the time, they don't know the difference. Most of the time. 6006 says, try to get rid of old gasoline. Well, that's probably true.
That's hard to do.
And you know what? Somebody brought up a good point. Why am I throwing away the Roundup? I don't know. It wasn't my Roundup. I don't know how long the Roundup's been in there, but I suppose the Roundup doesn't go bad.
Well,
just got to be careful with it. I mean, it can cause problems, I suppose. And, yeah, so we got all that going on. And a lot of people. Free tire swing, Matt. I'm getting a lot of those, too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
true.
Tire swing.
Oh, yeah, put a little Miss Beasley in a tire swing. I mean, cute.
I still think you ought to tie her to it and let her run around that yard, get all buffed up.
Man, oh, man. She'd drag it. I promise you that. And I was trying to find somebody is laughing at me for pronouncing Murray County incorrectly, according to them. And dadgummit, I've lost it now.
Oh, that's one dadgummit.
Yeah, that's one dadgummit.
I did do a dadgummit. That's two. If you're the see, I've got too many. I got way too many coming in. But somebody said, I would think that as a linguist, that you would be someone to pronounce Murray County properly, and it should be. We need to start a campaign to pronounce Murray County Maury County as it is spelled. And I explained to this lovely listener that I pronounced it Maury County when I first got here, and I was excoriated by the listening audience that it is Murray. It is not Maury. You got Jay over there?
I do.
You know what it is?
It's time for FriJay. I've got legal questions.
All right, let's go.
Morning, American. It's
Jackson has legal questions. By the way, I think the super texter knows that it's pronounced Murray, but I think she or he, they are attempting for me to start a campaign to change the pronunciation of Murray County to Maury County now that I live there. And I'm not the man to do any of that. You know what? I feel like I need to get out of the way and just let Jackson quiz Jay St. Clair on some of his legal queries that he says he has during our FriJay segment. But before we do that, Jackson, allow me to get through the pleasantries. At 13 after the hour, we love to welcome back my best friend, our legal expert and correspondent. His name is Jay St. Clair, and he joins us this afternoon on the Matt Murphy Show. Jay, I've got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
You know, man, if I were any better, I'd be going to see my best friend this weekend.
Huh.
And I've got some great news. Great news.
What do you got?
I'm going to be able to listen to CDs on the drive up and back.
Jay's coming to see me this weekend, y'all.
Yep.
We're going to see each other Sunday. And talk to me about the CDs. How'd you solve that issue?
Well, I didn't solve it. You know, I'd given up on it, right? And so I was taking Olivia for one of her 2 daily drives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got me trained. And I said, you know what? I ought to pop a CD in and just see what happens. And so I popped in Sgt. Pepper's.
Okay.
And bam, it played.
Okay.
So who knows? It's some intermittent electrical issue, which is the worst. But we'll see.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, fingers crossed. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Were you out at Barber's last weekend?
I was.
You know, I haven't talked about it on air. I've brought it up on social media platforms, on the X Machine and on my Facebook. And I know you're not on Facebook, but I did a more lengthy post on that side. But we lost Mr. George Barber last week.
Yeah, I don't know that we lost him. He led a long and full life.
well.
I would say Mr. Barber has gone to his final reward.
Yes. Well said. Very well said.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story of George Barber and his life that he led and how he gave back to his community in so many different ways, I strongly encourage y'all to go and seek it out because what a fine man. And you would never know standing next to him and having conversations with Mr. George that he was one of the wealthiest men in Alabama, if not in the Southeast.
Oh, yeah, I'd say in the Southeast. Yeah.
And he was just, and he would, I love to tell people this story. If you've never been to Barber Motorsports Park, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely immaculate. It is one-off. It is very unique. And Mr. George, during the event weekends, or, you know, when they would have people on property, he would put on a white shirt with a Barber Motorsports logo on it, like a Barber Motorsports Park logo on it, like every other worker that was out there would have on. And he would get on the little trolley cars, Jay.
Kind of like undercover boss.
Yeah. And he would ride around. And I asked him one time, I said, I heard that you do that. Is that true? And he said, yes. And I said, Mr. George, why do you do that? And then he goes, well, he said, I don't feel like they would be honest. The people would be honest with me if they knew that it was me. But he said, when I ride around on that trolley, I find out what people like and what they don't about this park. And he said, I get great information when I ride around that trolley. I love that. Love this.
Well, he's a remarkable guy. He was a client. He had Barber Milk, and he was a huge real estate holder. He's one of the biggest real estate holders down in the Panhandle of Florida. A lot of property down there, and never married, and no children.
Yeah.
So I don't know who will. I don't know where all that goes.
And I know that the part he had set up. I talked to somebody about that. He had done all that legal work about setting all of that stuff up regarding the park and making sure that it was secure for beyond his lifetime on Earth. But I got a chance. Listen, he was a bachelor to the end. I got a chance to go to his house, and I think I've told you the story, Jay, that he showed me his outdoor shower Have I ever told you about this?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's overlooking, folks. He lived on top of Red Mountain, and he had an outdoor shower on the top of his house where he was overlooking the entire city of Birmingham, Alabama. It was fascinating.
Yeah.
Just great.
Don't you have one of those at your new house?
Yeah, you'll see it Sunday. You'll see it.
and he had a race car up on the wall.
I think it was John Surtees' car that he won. Yeah, he had an entire race car. You know, like we put a little piece of art on the wall, Jackson.
Right.
He had a race car. Mr. George had a race car, an entire race car on the wall. Just, as you do.
Was it sticking out? Was it like the front of it? Like it had come through the wall?
No, it's the whole car.
Whole car.
It's up there mounted like a piece of art.
That sounds.
So he told me one time, he was like, Matt, when you're how did he say it? I don't want to. He said when you're as rich as me, they don't call you a hoarder. They call you a collector. He said, but what I really am is a hoarder.
That's funny.
Well, he knew. He got it. Yeah. Jay, what do you think about this Supreme Court decision, 6-3?
Yeah, it could have gone either way, Matt. I'm not surprised by this result. I don't know that it will really make that much difference because Justice Kavanaugh, in his dissenting opinion, said, well, look, there's all these other laws he can do this under. And I think they've already come out and started. They were ready for this, and this was a stretch. They were really prepared when Trump 2.0 was a lot better prepared than Trump 1.
Yeah.
And they had all this stuff prepared. And part of it, Matt, was stretches where they were really, really stretching. Birthright citizenship is maybe the best example of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one would be right up there in probably the top 3. They were interpreting a statute in a way that had never been interpreted before. And it was a stretch. And so I'm not surprised that this result was reached, but he can still do what he wants to do with tariffs under other laws. I don't really understand why they tried to stretch this law when they could have just started with the other.
Yeah, done it the other ways.
Yeah. But they were really stretching it. I mean, they were basically saying that this law gives the president the power to impose any tariff on any country in any amount for any reason.
Right.
And that's unconstitutional because a tariff is a type of duty. And under the Constitution, Congress has the sole authority to impose taxes and duties. What? And this is really another example of this thing we've been talking about, Matt, where Congress has ceded its legislative authority to the executive. And that's what they've done with a lot of these laws. You brought it to the table almost 20 years ago, and we've been talking about it since then. And I don't know of any executive branch, any president of the United States that has gone to the people of the United States of America and says, no, we really need to limit executive authority. We really need to pull back. No, they are constantly broadening it and pushing the envelope. And Congress has just been ceding ground to the executive branch for long. Yeah, for 50 years. Yeah. For longer than that, 70 years. It started in the New Deal, when all those laws got passed. And that's when this whole administrative state grew up, man. Right. And now there's so many people who think there are 4 branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial, and administrative. They act like the administrative branch is a separate, co-equal branch of government. And that's just not true. And the Trump folks are doing a really good job of cutting that back. Well, there's a few facets of this that Trump does not like to lose. And Grumpy Trumpy he's funny. He's funny. Yeah. And he said that the justices, he didn't say that they were an embarrassment to the Constitution. He didn't say they were an embarrassment to the judicial branch. He said they were an embarrassment to their family name. He's funny. He's so funny.
He doesn't like to lose, man. Yeah. But I mean, I think we will come out better as a result of this ruling. And I agree with John Roberts. I think it was Roberts who wrote in the majority opinion, and he's like, and they were hiding behind the word emergency. And he's like, look, I mean, if you're going to say that the trade imbalance is an emergency, and I'm paraphrasing him, of course, he's like, this thing's been going on for the last 60 years. Come on. I mean, this is not an emergency.
No, and here's what I think the real upshot from all this is going to be. They're going to be able to put these tariffs in under other laws, man. It may take a little bit longer, but they will basically get what they want in tariffs. But now the question is, what about refunds?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what occurred to me? Do you remember the Gulf oil spill?
Oh, I do.
When 80% of the lawyers in America became oil spill lawyers.
Expert oil spill lawyers.
Expert oil, because it was so much, billions and billions. Well, there's more than that at play now.
Mm-hmm.
So what I predict the biggest outcome of this decision is going to be is you're going to start seeing all kinds of TV ads and everything about we are tariff lawyers. And if you had to pay any tariffs on anything you sold, you call us, we'll get your money back.
Did you buy items from Europe over the last 2 years? Call me. I get it.
That's what's coming.
Oh, 100%. No, you nail it. You absolutely nail it. 24.
That's the biggest consequence of this decision.
24 after the hour, Jay St. Clair is with us for the entire hour. Mike will be first out of Mount Pleasant. Logan, Jeanette, and Jeff will get to you as well on the phone and on the super text line, 615-737-9986. Talk 99.7 WTN. So many of you have questions for our man, Jay St. Clair. I will dispense with the pleasantries and get right to it. 37 after the hour. Let's see. Mike has been holding out of Mount Pleasant for some time. Mike, congratulations. You're up. You're on. Good afternoon, and welcome to FriJay.
How you doing, Mr. Murphy? Mr.
Doing well.
Sinclair? I have a question. I almost died a couple years ago. They did emergency surgery on me, and they told my wife they didn't know if I would make it. But I made it, thank goodness. I just got a letter saying that the case is done with, and the insurance company is requesting over a quarter of the settlement. Can they do that?
Uh-oh. I don't know if we can hear Jay or not. Jay, if you can hear me, check and make sure your mic's not muted. Oh, there you go. Jay, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now. So could you hear Mike, Jay?
Yeah, but I'm not understanding, Mike. What case is it? Do you have a lawsuit going on? I mean, was it an accident?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, what was it, a car wreck?
No, sir. I actually had some mesh.
You say mesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They used the mesh for my hernia, and it come undone. It wrapped around my colon.
Okay, so you're talking about you had a problem in the surgery, and so did you have
after the surgery? About 2 years later, it come undone and wrapped around my colon, and it about ruptured.
So did you sue the doctors?
I sued the company.
What company? That made the mesh?
That made the mesh.
And so did you get money from that?
I haven't yet.
But you're supposed to.
But I'm supposed to, and now.
And part of that money was meant to cover your medical bills. And so, yes, the answer is if you recover from somebody else money that's meant to cover medical bills, and the insurance company has paid for those medical bills, Mike, then the insurance company is entitled to be reimbursed for the money they got. Because otherwise, you'd be getting paid twice. You'd got paid once by the insurance company and then again in the settlement of the lawsuit. And almost all health insurance policies have what's called a subrogation clause, which means that if they pay your medical bills, but then you go get somebody else to pay them, then they are entitled to a reimbursement of what they pay. It's a very standard, common thing, Mike. How are you doing? Have you had a full recovery?
I'm doing a lot better, thank you, sir. They had to remove 8 inches of my colon, but I'm doing a lot better.
Good.
And
Wow. So
the good Lord is.
Yeah, you have a lawyer, right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, your lawyer should be. This is a serious case. Your lawyer should be very familiar with the concept of subrogation. So yeah, this is very standard. It happens in all cases of this type. Y'all can fuss about how much of it they ought to get reimbursed. And part of that is just deciding how much of the settlement is for the medical, because, it's also pain and suffering and a lot of other things. And yeah, that's where hopefully you got a good lawyer and he'll negotiate a good deal. But part of what he'll do is when he's working out the settlement with the company that made the mesh or whoever y'all settle, he ought to be talking to the health insurance company at the same time, so that all of that gets resolved at once. So that once the deal is done, you and your lawyer will know how much of that money has to go back to the health insurance company. So it's very standard.
Does that satisfy your question, Mike?
Yes, sir. And Mr. Sinclair, safe travels coming up to Tennessee, sir.
Oh, right.
Mike, thank you so much, and I hope you get a full recovery, Mike. I'm sorry that you had all that, but it sounds like you got a good lawyer and you're in a good place. And no, they're not cheating you or robbing you. Otherwise you'd be getting paid twice.
Mike, thank you, and thank you for all the kind words. Mike is my new neighbor in Mount Pleasant. He's a good man. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Well, maybe I'll get to meet him.
You might. You never know. You never know. Logan is next on with FriJay. Hey, Logan, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Okay, so real quick, so Smyrna Auto Sales, my wife, this has been a couple years back, probably 8. And they've switched to new management in the time after this court case was settled. Basically, she got a van. It was $1,500 was the total cost of the van. She couldn't end up making the payments to keep going, so she turned the van back in. Well, she got sued by a law office in Goodlettsville. And now she owes like $10,000, and it just keeps going up, like it's endless. And so she's settled on like $20 a month or something like that, and it's just a ridiculous amount. It was my understanding from what research I've done, and I may be wrong. I thought that when you turned the vehicle back in, that was it. Is there any knowledge you have on this?
Yeah, no, that's not it, because let's say that you owe more than what the vehicle's worth, Logan, then you still owe them some money. I mean, you get credit for the value of the vehicle that you've given back to them. So that gets reduced from the debt that you owe. But, a lot of people get upside down on cars where they end up owing more than what the car's worth. But man, a $1,500 car, if I heard you right, and now they're saying she owes $10,000. That stinks.
Yeah,
So is that like basically the lawyer fees, pretty much?
No, I would bet some of that may be, but it's interest, Logan. There must be like an 18% interest thing, and so what they're saying is that they keep running that interest on you. You said they filed a lawsuit. Did y'all fight the lawsuit or not?
We didn't. We didn't know anything about the law, and
that's the problem now, because now they've got a judgment. Dang, I wish we'd talked a few years ago, Logan. Because there's just not a whole lot you can do right now. They got a judgment. But the best thing you can do is work with them and get the best payment plan you can.
You say you worked out $20 a month, did you say?
Yeah, that's about all we can afford, really.
Well, I just
with every other thing, and things are so expensive now.
But they agreed to that?
They did.
Well, then, pay them $20 a month.
Well, that's right. I mean, the other option, and I don't recommend this, but part of what I'm trying to do is tell clients all their options. You can file for bankruptcy.
Okay. We thought about doing that.
Yeah. Well,
now, can my wife just file for bankruptcy, or does it have to be me and her both together?
Well, whose name was on the note for the car?
It was hers. This is before I met her, actually.
Okay. Yeah. She could do it herself. Absolutely.
Okay. Even though we're married and on the same name?
No, yeah, but that's not your debt. That's her debt.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
And
so
what does that run, about $1,000 or something like that?
Yeah. You'd have to pay a lawyer to do that. To be honest with you, if they're happy with $20 a month, Logan, I'd probably just keep paying them $20 a month.
Well, that's going to be $20 a month for the rest of her life.
No, I get it. But here's the good news, Logan. In 15 years, $20 is only going to be worth about $6.87.
Hey, you got that right.
But make sure you got that $20 in writing.
Yeah.
Make sure that you have something on paper that says it's $20 a month.
Here we have a deal that all you have to do is pay us $20 until this amount's paid off, and we'll never raise that $20. Yeah, because in about 10 years, that's only going to be about $6.87.
Logan, good luck, brother. Let us know how it works out. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. 46 after the hour. Didn't mean to rush Logan there, but I want to get to Jeanette on FriJay. Hello, Jeanette. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Good. My question is, we are looking to start a process with a lawyer for a man that is an illegal immigrant from Mexico. And we're wondering, under this administration, what is the likelihood of that?
Well, are you trying to get him in the country legally?
We're trying to get him papers. So he's been here for 8 years, and he's had no crime, anything like that, no speeding tickets, anything like that.
Right. And so you're just trying to help him out. So your question is, will you be successful?
Yes, of course.
And the answer to that is you can't. It's very fact specific, Jeanette. So I can't give you a definitive answer without knowing a whole lot more than we can talk about on this call. But you need to get a lawyer to help you with that. And I happen to have just the person you need to talk to. Okay. She's in Birmingham, but she practices everywhere. Immigration law is national. And her name is Amy Myers. Myers, and if you'll be able to find her on the internet. I'm trying to find it right now. But she is a full-time immigration lawyer. We practiced law together many years. She's a terrific person, a good lawyer. I suggest you call Amy Myers, Myers. And if for some reason Amy can't help you, she'll be able to send you to somebody. Here's the thing. When I recommend lawyers, these are good people. And the people I personally know. And I know that if they are not the right person, they'll tell you. And they'll send you to who is the right person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you can't do this on your own, Jeanette. I mean, you can, but man, it's the chances of success go way down. It's worth getting a lawyer. It won't cost that much money. And bless your heart for doing this, Jeanette. It sounds like you're doing you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart, and that warms my heart, Jeanette. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Her name is Amy Myers. She's out of Birmingham, Alabama.
That's correct.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
All right.
Amy.
Jeanette, thank you. Let us know how it goes. We appreciate your call.
And Jeanette, in the unlikely event you can't find her, then you can find me. It's J. St. Clair. I'm more of a sinner than a saint, but my name is St. Clair. ST.CLAIR. You can find me on the internet. Reach out to me, and I'll get your contact information.
Excellent. We'll get to questions from the super text line. Sometimes I'm remiss getting over there. We'll do that next. It's 10 minutes until the top of the hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. There's Ken Weaver in the newsroom. News Closet B, we call it. Matt Murphy in Studio A. Jay St. Clair's back at his home base in Birmingham, AL. Jay, you and I have had many great discussions about the law on these FriJay visits, and I can't wait to see you Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the fence ready just in time. I don't know if Olivia will make herself available in the backyard, but the backyard's ready for her.
Good.
So, but I have been asked, it has been requested of me that I cede the rest of our time to young Jackson Williams.
Oh, no, I don't need the rest of the time because I think I know his answer.
Well, okay. Well, Jackson has a question for you, Jay, regarding the law.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hear you great?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Now,
good.
I think I got it figured out, Jackson.
All right.
Let's go. Well, Jay, I got a question about the law.
Fire away.
How familiar are you with the Joey Aguilar case in the Knoxville court in Tennessee?
I know absolutely nothing about it.
Well, he's been suing for an extra year of eligibility, and he was denied his preliminary injunction today, and it's not looking like he's going to be eligible for 2026.
Yeah.
And I've got my crayon ready. Who do I need to sue to make this happen?
And it's orange.
Well,
He ain't got $140, Jay.
here's the first thing. We got to do some real judge shopping.
Well, we had a Tennessee fan who's a season ticket holder who denied the preliminary injunction.
Well, he must not be a hooer when it comes to Rocky Top if he didn't grant that.
He's not a hooer.
Yeah. Well, wooer.
He is the other thing.
Because a Tuscaloosa judge gave that Alabama basketball player an injunction to play against Tennessee.
That's true. That pro player. Yeah.
We gotta pay our judges more. We need to get some of that NIL money over on the judge side.
Well, I understand that this is a concern of Jackson's, but here's the weird thing, Jay. That kid, the Diego Pavia kid at Vandy, he got an extra year, and he argued the same thing. He argued that, JUCO shouldn't count against the big,
Wow.
And a judge in Tennessee gave him an extra year. Well, another judge in Tennessee. So you got two separate rulings opposite of one another, really. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's not that unusual, really. It's just two judges looking at the law differently. So he'll have a chance to appeal of it. So if one judge is ruled that way, we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
So the difference in the cases are they are saying that Joey already got his year, even though he spent more time in JUCO than Diego. Diego Pavia spent 1 year in JUCO. He got an extra year of eligibility. Joey spent, I believe, 2 years in JUCO and only got the 1 year. That was the argument.
Oh, you only get the one crack at it. I guess.
But for more time in JUCO, I argue with my legal expertise that I found at Costco.
Jackson, here's the deal. Until we get our defense worked out, it doesn't really matter who's out.
Oh, we've got the defense. We spent a lot of money in the transfer portal.
Yeah, there's a lot of people spend a lot of money on stuff that didn't work.
Jay, I want you to have a wonderful Friday afternoon. I want you to have a beautiful Saturday, and I want to see you Sunday morning.
And I cannot wait to be playing those CDs the whole way up there.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear about that CD playing. All right, brother.
And Olivia's coming with me if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. The fence is open. No, well, not open. The fence is closed, but you know what I mean. The fence, the backyard is open if she wants it. That's up to her. That's up to her.
She'll probably sit in the truck the whole time. She's funny like that.
Well, we'll make it available to her. There's Jay. There's FriJay. We will be back another 2 hours to go on the Matt Murphy Radio Show. Super Talk 99.7 WTN.